Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. If I had $1 for every time I cursed, I'd be making money in a very efficient way. That's Kai. I'm learning new slurs. Welcome back to the podcast. Kai, how the hell are you doing?
I'm doing good. That's one of my favorite intros lately.
Yeah, we've reached a golden age of intros. I've said some crazy shit. There's $1 right there. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing this podcast, man, over the past 2.5 years at this point, which is wild. This is now the second national that this podcast actually
I think third, right?
Because last year in Cleveland, we filmed the podcast episode that didn't go anywhere because it was
the dark web episode.
Yeah, that is a dark web episode. And I don't think the first year we had kind of found our groove per se. So
yeah, I think did we start it right before or right after the last national? It would have been right around then, wouldn't it have been?
I think it was right after.
Yeah.
So maybe we were having conversations about it at that point, but we had not put anything to paper. I can easily check it. We can clearly see when the first podcast came out. Just go to YouTube real quick. But it is funny, dude. We are literally 2 weeks away from the national. This is it. This is when, if you're not ready now, you never will be, because not only is mail kind of slow these days, everything kind of is a little slow right now. So I think people are fully and truly grinding and ready for the, oh my God, I'm looking at the first episode. I'm looking at Past David with Hope.
With Hope is crazy.
So the first podcast, oh my God. The first podcast, I'm going to show the screenshot in a second. My hair. I had more hair. That's sad. I'm getting old. October 13th, 2022.
It's a month after, yeah.
Yeah. So, can I share the screen? I have so much more hair. How did this happen? You look the exact same with a beard.
Where did it go?
I grew the beard more out. The microphone is backwards in that video.
Yeah, he's got the Osama bin Laden going on.
I'm being flagged for additional screening already at this point. Whatever. I will get a proper haircut and trim before. This is 3 years of dealing with David, but it's me. So I'm dealing with me more, and I've turned into this. I look like I have so much hope.
That's crazy.
I'm still 125% over eBay comps. My names are still good. So
you do genuinely look 4 years younger in that.
I
kind of scary looking.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I peaked at 3 years old, and it's been downhill ever since. We have reached Mariana Trench levels of down bad at this point.
This is what building a web application does to someone.
God, I love Speedy. I really do, but that has been a process. I guess I could vaguely show that. If I'm ready to fix it, I can. The last thing we just launched over the last 24, 48 hours at this time is bulk eBay listing. It works. So I guess real quick, if you want to do that little demo, do I have cards here?
I didn't quite understand what you meant by that, because isn't that what it already does?
So it was always going to have the feature of launching cards from Speedy to eBay. But before, it had to be done manually one at a time. In the last couple of days, we've actually gotten it to work where now everything is going. So let's use, we'll use some bad examples here, because these are old cards, which I think at this point now I've already either sold or moved on from. So let me see if I can find these are really old examples here. So I'll quickly have to fix these prices and stuff. It doesn't really matter, but let me set these parameters quickly, which is actually nice. You can see how all this goes. We'll do everything. So football, near mint, 7-day, 99-cent, eBay payments. This is all the parameters you have set for eBay before you go live anyway. So all that's done. Is it going to let me pull up the unlisted cards? It might be kind of weird because of where they were. Oh, they're right here. Okay. So now, theoretically, push to eBay. Oh, did they not go through? Okay, what was the error? I put the condition, though. This is one of those things where, like, we're happy to see the errors. They do work, but it's like, hey, we have to dumb this down because if I'm a new consumer and I see this, it's like, hey, how do you fix that? What does that mean? So this is okay. I know how to fix this right now. It's just got to be done. And the good thing is,
yeah, if that popped up for like a foreign person, you probably just gave them an aneurysm.
Well, the thing is too is that you saw me set the condition type, so we know it's near. What?
Speedy's value down 50% from one.
No, I fixed it. Now, because I set the parameters like that, it should push through. There it is. It's going. Oh, now it's not. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? What now? This is how you test things. I'm actually happy in real time it's breaking, and I'm actually serious because this lets me know that even though we made changes, it's not fixed yet. Therefore, I got it to work yesterday. It clearly is a little buggy. That's how you make fucking apps, and that's how I lost some of my hair. I'm probably gonna lose more. God damn, dude, this shit is annoying sometimes. It's 3 steps forward, 17 back, but it is a passion project, and I do love it actually. But kind of a pain in the dick sometimes.
Well, you wouldn't be doing it anymore if you didn't like it.
What?
I said you wouldn't be doing it anymore if you didn't enjoy it.
No, I really do enjoy it. I think that there's so much here with Speedy, and like it's one of those things now after a year and a half, it's finally starting to make some money. It is nowhere near profitable, but it doesn't have to be just yet. And if Bitcoin and Ethereum and Pepe and XRP keep going up and up, I don't need it to make money right now, but it is actually like an investment and an asset and a tangible asset that does have value. And in the grand scheme of things, in terms of the things that I've had to fix for this app across the hours and days and weeks it's been, and months, honestly, and years, that's not a problem because it's worked. And if it's worked for me already for 90 cards last night when I was testing it, it'll work when I do a demo for someone.
Are you planning on doing anything like that at the National for people that ask about it? Or
if people ask about it, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like making a fire, and like these are the first. No, this is a good analogy, Kai. It's like the first little embers have been like struck, and it's not ready to take down the forest. I'm burning down the forest in this.
I don't know if we want to burn down the forest, do we?
Well, too bad, I guess, because I couldn't make a nice analogy. But no, it's the sparks are ready, but it's not ready for this next step. In a year or two, if I'm able to secure like more room, dude, let's not forget this either. This podcast has given us so much as well. Our booth came from Sold Too Early and being like, somehow, some way recognized as some minute part of this industry. Who knows what Speedy could do with proper, actual, good presence? Who the hell knows?
Yeah, you might get to meet Michael Rubin.
I don't want to. I don't like. It's one of those things. I'm going to switch back to this view because we're going to talk about National, but in depth in a second. Like, I do not care for that life. And being around famous people or influencer type of people does not interest me in any way, shape, or form. I've done it. I have been a better content creator than a lot of these people making content. when I was 17, I was making Pokemon videos and I had 40,000 subscribers. I've achieved more success as that than they will making sports car content 99.998% of the time. Because yes, there's a Roth, there's a Jay. Jay's seriously a great guy. There's a Ryan. There's who's the other guy who like opens a bunch of packs?
Oh, Pac-Man.
Okay, yeah. I've never talked to him. I've never seen his content. I know he has like.
Oh, I think his name's like literally Pac-Man.
Okay, he probably has 100,000 plus followers. Let's see. Pac-Man has 354,000. How the hell do you have that many subscribers, dude?
If you open thousands of dollars of wax in every video, it'll come. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I don't know about you, Kai. I consume literally no sports car content now these days.
So you're telling me you're going to pass on the $1 million offer?
What is the $1 million offer?
From Michael Rubin.
If Michael Rubin wanted to buy Speedy for $1 million, would I have to run it or would I get paid and I would disappear?
What's better? What's like more ideal for you?
So like that's
whichever one's more ideal, that's the answer.
I think it's more ideal, truthfully, to sell a third of Speedy to either private equity or collectibles or whoever. Carlighter's on my collectibles, as far as I know. So like one of those universes to be part of, a small
MCU.
Yeah, literally, like my ideal world would be to sell like a third of Speedy, maintain ownership, primary control of it, and then be paid a salary to operate Speedy as like a job, and have that be like my full-time job is running Speedy, managing that, growing it, doing the marketing and advertising, and then having not a handler but like essentially a boss who invested in the company who like can get me into X, Y, and Z. Like I can schmooze and I can do pretty. For as negative as I come off, Kai, because this is obviously like kind of a persona, I'm pretty good with people when I want to be.
I'm gonna get you to answer the question whether you like it or not. So he offers you $300,000 for a third, and you do that. What are you saying?
I think it depends.
No, we need to guess right now.
Is he getting it into every hobby shop then?
He's doing what he can. I don't want to speak for the man. I don't really know.
Yeah, at that point, I think I have to consider it. And I probably say yes. Because in a world where it's in every hobby shop, dude, not even for their own personal use as well, per se, but having it be available to... How many people do you think walk into a card shop every day across the country? 100,000 people? 250,000 people? 500,000?
For a show, what did you say?
A shop. How many people do you think walk into a hobby shop?
Oh, like aggregated all together, all the shops? Yeah. God, in the world or the United States?
US. 250,000?
Probably, right?
Like
100,000 at least.
I mean, I'm gonna ask. Let's just ask ChatGPT it real quick, because like, why not? But like, it's got to be in the six figures. Let's see.
That'd be pretty crazy if it could actually answer this.
Let's see what it's gonna say. I just want a one-word answer. That was not.
When you have a word limit on your essay and you have to meet it.
What? 37 people.
Well, we were off a little bit.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I tried. That's my fault. I have to imagine high five figures, low six across the entire country.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume 50 people per shop a day if it's a popular shop, at least. Yeah. And then however many card shops there are times 50,
Here, how many card shops are there in the US?
It's going to give you an essay again.
there are over 63,000 gift and cards. Okay, you know what?
That's
Fair
greeting
enough.
cards, Dave.
You know what? That's right. Fair enough. There are over 1,000 shops. I would hope there's more.
I don't know. That's pretty aggressive. That's what 20 a state essentially.
Okay, there's only 1,000 card shops, and it's 5 figures. Then it's not six.
Yeah, it's probably high 5 figures.
Okay, you know what? That's
Thing
fine.
is, some of them are going to get
No.
150, 200 people a day. Some are going to get like 5. So it's
Yeah.
kind of.
So then 10 times 10 times 1,000, there's 10,000. So then yeah, I'm gonna say 20 to 40,000. Then that feels low, but I have
So what
no
was your
idea.
overarching point of this?
The overarching point of this is if you can get that into people's faces every single day if they're in a card shop, then it not
Well, you
only
started
helps.
that, right?
What?
You started that.
I did. I got it into one card shop. I'm 0.1 of the percent there. And then, I think now that things are going from, hey, we need features and we're still adding features to like, hey, we need to improve quality of life. Then you start having those conversations with people like, hey, this is why you should use it. This is why it's going to make you money. No one gives a fuck how it makes me money. I need to make you money. And that's why it matters to you to use it.
Wow. Should run for president with that.
But that's just smart business. No one cares about what I think. They care how they can do money, or they can make more money, or they can get more business themselves. Like if for $5 a month, if it makes you list 25 more cards, and those 25 cards sell for $250, and you're into them for $150, and you eBay auction them, and one goes off. Well, shit. Then that's a year plus of Speedy for nothing.
Yeah, I've always wondered what middle tier card shops use that list a ton on eBay, or if they manually just do it. I mean, there's plenty of competitors. I don't know if they use them or not.
It's got to be either a competitor out there or like.
I can't imagine they do, hundreds of cards a day by hand. I mean, right? I can't imagine that.
I just don't know. And the thing is about Speedy is it's for a younger-minded collector, younger-minded person who wants to flip cards quicker. And that's a lot of people in our industry. And as we lean into the conversation now about the National, the changing of the guard is already kind of happening because we've seen now younger people try and get more involved in the industry, and the National is starting to respond. We saw that change kind of happen last year as a result of like us getting a booth and other younger-minded people as well. And I know conversations that are happening internally where they're really trying to make sure that like that younger generation is taken care of, while also respecting the older guard who've been there forever, who do see this as truly a hobby, who maybe have not sold a card this decade, but whatever. I can't help that part.
I'm curious if we see over or under like 5 booths that are like have 3 cards in them and are showing off this year. Like
I think it's more likely, Kai, that they're not going to do that because I think the National Board would come in and say something to you. I think it's more likely that you have. How do I phrase this correctly? You have low-cost national booths as opposed to the guys with 3 cards in the entire showcase.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess they are trying to stuff people upstairs now. They have a whole area in the upstairs for the first time.
So. Not for nothing. I might next year buy a table up there just for the dealer badges.
Is that worth it?
Why would it not be? $500 for 2 dealer badges?
Oh, it was $500 for a table up there?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would tell you, Kai, as like your friend and as like a savvy business move, to buy a table there just for the dealer badges.
But then, you're not at the table, or unless you sell it to someone, I guess.
You give the table to like someone.
Yeah.
And then you take the dealer badges.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you would do better with the badges than the table.
Always finding ways to make money.
I live in the moral gray of life, and I am very honest about that.
I'm interested to see what people think of the experience upstairs after the week, like how it goes. I mean, obviously it's not going to be the same as the downstairs. I can't imagine it's bad though,
I think, not for nothing, it's going to be like a B plus, B minus type of card show up there. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've said this before, I think the upstairs should be its own subsection of whatever the sports card industry is. If it's corporate sponsors up there, great. If you want to put Beckett and PSA up there, great. You want to
That's
do
actually an interesting idea, putting grading up there and all that
like
kind of stuff.
you either put grading up there, you put the breakers up there, or whatever it's going to be. That's at least like a subsection where it makes sense. Because I look at like Burbank, not last show, maybe a year and a half ago.
TCG, is that what you're gonna say?
So they put TCG and grading in the downstairs and sports cards up top. I don't think they did that again this past show. I wasn't there, so I can't say. But at least from like a logical perspective, you say, "Hey guys, Vintage and Pokemon is upstairs, and other is that way, and like this category is this." In my mind, the easiest way to do this is for dealers to be honest and flag like what subsection you fall into. Hey, I'm a vintage dealer. Hey, that's great. We're going to put vintage in the yellow section. The yellow section is vintage football, baseball, basketball. It's your like memorabilia guys. It's like jerseys, whatever else. Hey, you're more of a modern dealer. Great. You fall into section blue. Blue goes over here. You have your modern football, baseball, basketball. You guys are in this corner. And you color code it. And I've said that before, and I think frankly it's the best idea because we know for a fact the data and Wi-Fi is going to fail, and that's not the Nationals' fault. That is 100,000 people trying to connect to pretty crappy Wi-Fi, and they've made improvements on that. And I've had conversations about that. I know they've tried. That is a huge obstacle, but it's not their fault. You can't fix that per se. So if you make it visually, hey, blue section equals modern, red section equals vintage, green section is corporate, and yellow is grading. Okay, I can visually see I'm in the green section. I want to be in blue, and that's more of like what I identify with, or more of what I'm looking for. And it's very easy in that point. Be like, oh, you're in red 3, and red 3 is like, oh, hey, that's my section. Like, let's talk. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, you would think it'd be like that. I guess some problems probably would come with that. Like people, if you put one of those sections upstairs, you put, let's say, TCG upstairs, it might take you kind of as a slight. I mean, I don't know if that actually...
Someone's got to be up there. And
I think the most logical thing is putting, at least from my point of view, is putting like grading and corporate-ish type stuff up there that no one's really impacted. Everyone's going to go to grade. They're going to go up there. Corporate, people are going to stumble across it. It's not going to cause any issues with dealers, but...
It's tough, and there's no correct answer. Or you make it like the kids zone. I know that was a thing last year in Cleveland. Like
they had the downstairs, I think, right? Oh wait, no, that was the trade area downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to sell more tables. You want to get more people in the door. You want to get people the experience they're in priority. So there's something there. I don't know what it would look like. I mean, it's not the entire section. Because you got to remember, too, the upstairs, if you've never been to the Chicago Spectacular or Rosemont in general for these card shows, the downstairs where the Starbucks is huge. It's a massive area. It's a great location for a card show. The upstairs, you go up the escalator, there's a whole other, like, events hall right there. And they've done a 350 table card show up there. For I think like 30 years, the Chicago Spectacular is a pretty old show. And I've done it. This is the show I've done the most. I'm going back in November because I freaking love this show. Does it say how many tables? It does not say how many tables.
What to expect potentially?
Hundreds of tables. Okay, so it's about 300. They don't use the space all for tables, I should say. There's a good amount of autograph signers. It's probably one of the most robust autograph signing shows there. It's a solid show. I really enjoy it. And frankly, as someone who lives in New Jersey, it's one of the easiest flights I can take. It's like an hour and a half, 2-hour flight. I fly in on Friday morning, stay one night, leave Saturday night, and I'm home comfortable on Sunday, and it's great. I would do the show more. It sucks it's only twice a year, and it sucks that Dallas competes with it on St. Patrick's Day, because being in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day is a lot of fun. And I got to be honest, I've missed being in Chicago because it's a fun city to be in.
Yeah, I've never done that show. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, the area is like can't really get better for a card show area outside maybe like Dallas, but that's kind of a smaller thing.
I'm watching my cursing today. I freaking love this location. I really do. You're 5 minutes from O'Hare. You have a lot of hotels right there. You're connected to the convention hall as well. If you book one of the major places, and frankly, if you're going to the Spectacular, you're going to book one of the major locations.
I was gonna say I can't imagine it's even close to as hard to get a hotel for this as like the National.
Oh, it's so easy. And like the farthest I've ever stayed was Lowe's. And yeah, walking out at 8 a.m. in November in Chicago can be cold. But at that point, that is a 5-minute walk, maybe 10-minute at the most. It's the best.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute walk, probably, right?
It kind of actually shocks me as I say it out loud how long I've been traveling for shows. I might have been doing this show now for almost a decade, which is really crazy. Terrifying to say out loud. But
yeah, that's a long time.
It's great.
What is that, like an hour flight for you?
Hour and a half flight, 2 hours at the most. Like all the other BS, like taxiing out, taxiing in, everything else. Like,
has it ever snowed during that show?
It snowed during that show. I've never been delayed, knock on wood, in terms of like getting in or out of Chicago due to weather. In terms of snow, the last national in Chicago in 2023, I had a thunderstorm that made me miss Tuesday, and I was at the Lowe's with my wife, and they're like, "Hey, we gave up your hotel room." I'm like, are you kidding me? I called you to say I was not making it on Tuesday because of weather. What are we doing here? And I was ready to fight with them over this, and they gave me my hotel room. So
if you're still gonna pay for the night, why does it matter?
Because like, oh, you no called, no show. Like, we gave your room to someone else. I'm like, what are you talking about? I booked this. I have proof. I called you. Here's the flight information showing it got canceled. What did you want me to do? And then they like went back. They're like, hey, this guy called. Like, we have proof of this. Like, you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, avoided an issue there. But like, that was a fun time. Flying in Tuesday as well. When am I flying in on Tuesday? It is pretty early. Are you going to be there on Tuesday as well, Kai, or no?
Yeah, I will be there. I think I get in around like noon-ish.
I get into Chicago. Oops, that's the wrong. Oh, actually, this is the right flight. I get into Chicago at about 3. So, I guess what we'll do for that is, I'll get in, I'll check in, I'll do my hotel stuff I have to do, and then you and I can meet up. We'll get the badges and the vendor stuff. From what I've heard, Tuesday's actually pretty good to be at the show. And I paid for us to be there on that Tuesday, so...
I mean, if you're not going to be there till 3, I might even do like a Instacart order or something.
Honestly, I might have to hitch a ride to that one too, because that'd be very helpful to have like supplies already.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, I'm not sure if you're thinking about this, but I think it might be smart. We should probably get a little table for the show.
Like one of those pop-up tables?
Literally just to hold like snacks and drinks and stuff.
Yeah, we could. I don't know exactly how we would like do that.
I think you'd have to Instacart like from Walmart or something.
They'll like deliver a table? If they will, that's cool. I just didn't know they would do that.
I mean, worst case, and I'm dead serious when I say this, Kai, you Amazon it.
That's that, yeah. No, I think I'm gonna do that with some supplies and stuff, I believe.
Like, hang on, I'm not gonna put it up on my computer, but like, why? If I go to Amazon on my phone right now, why can't I get a like?
You could probably get like a $40-$50 pop-up table,
small portable table, like folding table, 4 foot, $67. We don't need a 4 foot, but can we get like a very cheap like? You can get a camping table type one for $40, $57 for a 3-foot table. Like, that is worth it for me for 5 days to be a little more comfortable and like feel like a person having a table there for drinks and snacks. Yeah, I would pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I could have rented one, but I was more focused on like renting.
Do they like do that?
So when I bought the table, I had the ability to rent materials. I rented 5 chairs overall and one more table plus the showcases, obviously. I don't recall if they had like little like end table type things or pop-up tables like that where like you would want to have it, but it doesn't matter. For $50, I'll carry it to the show, leave it there for 5 days, and then when we leave it there or throw it out.
Yeah.
Like that's worth it for me to feel like a human being because we all know it's 6 days for me because it's Tuesday to Saturday night and it is a long, long trip.
Yeah.
So moving through to the national, like it's here, this is happening. If you're not ready at this point now, you never will be. Do you want to give like generic tips? Because I have a blog article for Speedy Card Lister that's going to go live before this episode even launches. Shout out ChatGPT for that. I'm going to edit this later, but like this is so freaking helpful for just like starting articles. It has been great, I got to say.
We can. I mean, I think we kind of did it last year, sort of. I know a lot of people kind of go through tips and tricks. I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, looking at this article, this talking about having your pass, planning your stay, knowing the layout. We do have the national layout this year, which is nice.
Yeah, the floor map is great.
The interactive map is amazing. Gotta say. Make sure you swing by the table. We are. Is it under my name or is it under?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, nice. There I am. It's a me. We're in Narnia, but like we're in like nice Narnia because from what I recall, this
we're in Rosemont, Chicago. Yeah, out of Chicago.
Kai, not for nothing. If I recall this area correctly, this is one that was like really cold.
Good.
I will settle.
What year was that? That was like cooking. There was one bad year.
So 2023, Kai. I had Casey with me at the booth. It was I was set up with Andy. It was so disgusting in that room. My favorite thing I bought, this was Andy's responsibility, was a portable USB powered fan. It was my favorite pickup. I remember going to the trade night in Lowe's. Also, shout out Lowe's. You're about to get ransacked because you're about to have so many sweaty men who have not paid to stay in your hotel. They might ban that. They really, frankly, if I was Lowe's, I would ban trade nights in your
Surprised
hotel.
they haven't.
I'm sure they're going. I'm sure right now they're having conversations being like, yo, be careful. It's about to get gross in here.
I remember that year, I think the fire marshals said it was too crowded or something.
Correct. That was 2023. And then people went to like the Hyatt. So, what was my point going to be? Oh, yeah. Bought a portable fan. It was amazing. It was my favorite pickup of the entire year. And then I also booked my hotel for Cleveland during that time. Yeah. Literally a year in advance.
I've thought about booking mine for next
year.
I'm
gonna book Chicago. Like, I'm gonna double check the dates. I'm not sure if you have the dates confirmed, but
they have it on the website somewhere. I googled it earlier today. Actually, I was looking at it. It's almost like $300 a night already.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I saw as well.
All right, I'm gonna book 2026 before this episode launches. Where'd you book?
I haven't booked. I looked at it.
Okay, you and I will talk after this podcast or tonight, and we'll book this together because I'm not kidding when I say this, Kai. My first hotel I booked for 6 days was $650, all in.
Yeah.
It's worth having this booked now and worrying about it later.
Yeah, because you can always cancel it or sell it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm literally selling my other reservation, the original one I booked, to my friend Brandon, which I have to handle on that Tuesday. He's getting it for cost. He's my little speedy intern, so he'll be there. And then I have the one at Crown Plaza, assuming I don't get diddled, which I would prefer not to.
Poor Brandon. If you get diddled, he's gonna have to sleep in the road.
Yeah, like every good intern, it teaches them character. Anyway, what we're talking besides that, make sure you're prepped accordingly. Packing badges, knowing your location, and whatever else. Cash, obviously, main thing to have. I think people have gotten smarter about portable chargers, but there's been at least every other card show someone asks me for mine. And like we're friends usually, so I give it to them, or we're making a deal. That happened at Fanatics Fest. I made a deal with someone and they like needed to charge their phone. So I was like, here, use the portable charger.
Anything to get the deal done.
I beseech thee, you can have this. I'm a generous
portable
guy.
chargers, like, gotta have it.
I'm considering getting a second one just to.
I have two. I usually bring two.
I like having a fail-safe. Card supplies make sense. The backpack and rolling cases, as far as I know, the Goliath is still out of stock.
Yeah, they have some like other variations.
Like, I know this has been
I saw they posted something on social media somewhere that they're like so behind on
Oh, this is apparently available.
Yeah, I think that's like a new version though, isn't it? Or is
It's
that...
not the one I have.
Yeah, it's like a different type of...
It's about, actually, this is about the same. This might be the one I have.
You have the like different slot on the end though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Make sure you go buy one of these if you need it.
Dave.
Yeah, Lane has a code. If you type in LJK cards at checkout, I think you get 10% off. So go give Lane some money. Those are super helpful. I previously used a backpack. My backpack had a case built into it, which is super sick. This was like pre-COVID timing now at this point, because I've had that Goliath case there for 5 years. Basically, I mean, I can't remember a time, frankly, now when I didn't have the Goliath case. It's been one of the best investments I've made in sports cards, because, yeah, like the felt inside of it's like starting to wear out, but like that thing is built like a truck. It doesn't matter. I could always replace the insole. I really cared, but I don't.
Yeah.
Snacks and water. Yep, that's correct. Extra share and deodorant. Yeah, you people smell. I will be charging you more if you smell when you come to my booth. So if you smell, just understand you're going to be charged more money. Setting your clear path and goal on a budget. This is like, you would think that like, and there's the speedy pitch right there to start. You would think that like people would know better at this point, but like, if you got to have something and you see it, you got to have it and you got to buy it. Because if it's fairly priced, someone's buying it. It's going to be gone.
100%.
Like, when I look at my inventory right now for the National, I am whelmed. Buying's been a little difficult right now, but also like USPS is kind of behind. I have enough cards for the space I have for the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of how I feel too.
I'm very happy where my stuff is at. I freed up capital. I have cash if needed. I have quality cards. It's 5 days long. I'm not really worried about that. Like, I also know the people we're going to be setting up with under Extraordinary Cards are good people who like will help each other out. So I'm not as worried about people like dicking each other over to like get a better deal on something. Like, there will be plenty of room for everyone to buy cards from someone and have a conversation and like not be like greedy, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
I think there'll be decent walk-ups. I expect there to be a lot of buying, a lot of selling, a lot of cash available.
Usually, I mean, the walk-ups to the National are like unmatched typically.
Yeah, I mean, I could see us having a tough spot for walk-ups because we're kind of
I don't know, man. I think, I don't want to say a majority, but I think a lot of the people that, do this a lot and got tables recently are all in that area. So I mean, I think it might be hard for like regular people to kind of know what's back there, but I think the more like a lot of people that do this a lot are gonna know who's back there.
Yeah, once again, like we are very grateful for the opportunity, and this is something that will continue beyond this year. Like, Kai, as long as you're in fucking cards, you and I will be setting up the national together. And I don't think that's an exaggeration to say, even if like Sold Too Early stops at some point in time, like there's no reason for us not to have it be set up like that unless you and I just hate each other. Which, to be fair, if you don't hate me already, I don't know how.
I told you have to put it in your will.
Yeah, that's fair. It is in my name. That is fair. So I'm not sure how that legally works.
I can't imagine Al will give it to me if accidents happen.
No, don't. Yeah, this is how you have to keep me alive now, because
witness protection.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, sticking to budgets and being prepared to sell and buy stuff accordingly. It's so funny watching people like, this is a grail, I'm never going to sell it. And it ends up in a showcase anyway. It doesn't matter.
FTFS.
Like, if someone needs to have it, whether they're buying or selling it, they're going to buy it. You got to be ready for that. Maximizing efficiency. This is talking about Speedy, obviously. I like how this is like telling you to scan your cards and catalog them, batch edit. Yep. Perfect. Love that. You would think that this is pretty straightforward for navigating the show, but walking row by row, you never know what's going to happen, because you also, until they organize it a little bit better, in my opinion, might have Joe's Crab Shack with like $4 in total value on their table and someone with 7 figures in cards next to each other. And that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you never know, because people like sell a table from their booth. People, might have stuff that they don't think's worth anything they put out for XYZ price. I don't know if I would say I personally typically walk every row at the show, but it really can't do you any harm. Like, maybe some extra steps, but I don't see any downside to not checking out most tables.
I mean, not for nothing. Like, oh, hang on. It looks like the draw for Veriswap happened, or V Friends. I won. I got it. Nice.
I have not gotten an email, so I assume I lost.
You should have gotten it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think I'm a loser.
I got V Friends. Woohoo!
Get something if you lose?
You get. What did I write in the chat yesterday? I wrote something funny. I was going through the V Friends characters and I added a couple and no one called me out on it. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to flip this to someone stupider than me. And by God, that is shockingly a lot of people. I did not expect that. I said Veriswap also. It's V Friends, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, no Veriswap. I'm still not a supporter.
But you did, Kai. You did an event with them. You, Joku, and Sports Card Therapist.
Oh, Jesus.
What was that thing for again?
It was like a trade night or something.
Why were you and Joku sponsoring it? What brand were you?
This wasn't I was just there so I don't get fined.
Why was Joku sponsoring it then?
You're asking the wrong person. It was Sports Card Therapist. It was his trade night.
But then why were you part of it?
Because Joku wanted to sponsor it.
But what brand was Joku?
Don't ask me.
You worked with him.
I think because it was like consignment at the time.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yes, that makes more sense.
But not to keep harping on how dog shit Veriswap is, but I did a deal with someone and they were getting a card in the deal that was going to me, and it was coming from Veriswap.
3-team trade.
God, what an ordeal it was for this person to get this card from Veriswap. It took like 2 weeks longer than it should have. I still don't have the card. Like, it, I didn't personally do the deal on Veriswap, but I'm getting the card from the person who did, and I don't like them.
I don't like Veriswap either. It's okay. It's
That's
just
all. End of rant.
It's just not for me. Now, Speedy's a big fan of Veriswap. I'm kidding. Listen, I can't. That would be super funny if now Raymond sees that. Or I post that. That'd be. You never know, man. Listen, I don't know what their API is like or how they connect to anything. I guess they don't really have one because that's the entire point. You don't want to pay eBay comps, but you want to list stuff 300% over eBay, so fair play. I don't know.
Dave, I think I know what you should add down the line to your site.
Trading.
Probably not right now because you would be spending a lot of money, but you need to add when someone imports their card with the text and the title and everything, before they push go live, you should add a cash offer option based on the what the card is put in as and stuff like that. Obviously, there's be some like checking everything to make sure it's what it's supposed to be, but like I think that'd be interesting. It'd be really low probably. You don't have to make like 80-90%, but I think that'd be interesting for like
it's actually a pretty good idea.
I'll take 10% of the company, Dave.
So like thinking about that out loud, it would have to trigger for
it would have to go to review.
It would have to go to review. Yeah. It would have to
pay upon delivery, stuff like that,
Yeah, there is
interesting though.
It's actually an interesting idea, and I think that's something that happens, Kai, in a world where I do Speedy full time, and it has 4 to 5 figures of people on it.
And if you're paying 70% or whatever the number is, you don't even have to do anything with the cards. You can just send them to consignment.
Well, then you have Speedy Consignment as well. Our premier
partner. Okay, Dave, company. I'll take 3%. I'm not going to tax you too hard here, but I think I have something.
It's actually a good idea because, like, you keep everything in the ecosystem then. Because in my mind, and I've said this before, I think Fanatics should buy Beckett. That's not going to happen from conversations that I've had.
Speedy should buy Beckett.
I don't have $4. That is I don't want that debt just yet. I want to put debt on Beckett, and then I want to foreclose on Beckett or file Chapter 11, whatever. But when I look at like Fanatics and how smart they've been, they now own the distribution rights of trading cards. They now have a platform for you to sell your trading cards on, whether it's Fanatics Collect or Fanatics Live. You might as well have a platform to also then grade your cards, and no one's going to buy, and no one's going to actively seek out.
Do they not have integration with like CGC or something? I swear they have.
That's something. Dog shit.
No, I know, but they have something, don't they?
Do they?
I could be totally wrong. I don't know. I just feel like I've heard of them doing something like that.
They did work on something in 2024.
I don't know if you can still actively like send cards from your vault there or not, but
this is the biggest piece of dog shit.
Correct.
Like CGC cards suck. Or
have you really never thought of what I said?
No, I've never. It's a very good idea. Like when I think of like the future of Speedy, like we have a partnership with the Discord that's gonna be going over here visually. And then I think of like analytics for yourself, exporting out data, and like eventually, and this is just a little behind the curtains type thing. So being a pricing tool is my biggest fear. I don't want to be a pricing tool for you because then that's how you get sued. You tell someone their Stone Cold Steve Austin card is $5,000 and it sells for $37. They're gonna be like, you lied to me. I was misled. I'm stupid. I can't think of things. What I want to add is a little pop-out button that either prompts you to 130 point with your search or eBay, because those are both free resources. And then theoretically, it's not a pricing tool, but it then could possibly guide you in terms of like information.
Yep. And then affiliate links.
How would affiliate links work there?
If they navigate on eBay from your site and then they happen to buy something on eBay on that same tab, you get money if it's an affiliate link.
How would you like a consultant role?
I'm always interested in new money-making opportunities.
Listen, we have talked multiple projects in the past, so I am all for this.
But no, I think it really would be cool if it'd be down the line, something like the buying at whatever.
No, that's Kai. That is a fantastic idea, because the thing about that too is they don't need to have communication with anyone else. Me,
literally.
Like I'm not making a marketplace.
Yeah, it gets exported to like a Google sheet with everything and the numbers and everything, and you hit yes or no or counter or something. I don't know, and it's done.
Well, I would probably. Well, actually, I wouldn't even need to ask for pictures. You know why? I own the site.
You already have the pictures, yeah.
I have the pictures. I wonder if I can show this. Let
I
me
bet Brandon's excited to start speedy consignment when all these cards start coming in.
talk for a second while I pull up this stat. We're really getting into the weeds of what I can do.
Well, I don't know what you're pulling up.
I'm pulling up the data. I can see every image ever uploaded into Speedy.
Hopefully, no one's ever taken some accidental photos yet.
No, but now that I've mentioned it, probably someone will.
Dave's about to get
I have the ability, Kai, to see every single card ever uploaded into Speedy. So this is in the last. Concerning. This is in the last.
Do you have to delete them, or is it just unlimited storage?
I have unlimited storage.
That's crazy. Is that expensive?
It's not cheap.
I was gonna say that. I mean, that's a lot of.
Like, I can see a lot of the information I've uploaded because, like, I was obviously posting cards. I finally went through all of Chad's. I
was gonna say I recognize those 2 Disney cards.
A lot of them whatnot wins. So I was waiting for this bulk eBay function to get live, and then I obviously was like on vacation and stuff. So yeah, I did a lot of Speedy work yesterday.
These are all from his stream.
Dude, I love Chad. He's a great guy, but by God, I think I robbed him very blind.
You'll double up probably, I would think.
I think at scale I will. I mean, there'll be plenty of cards to get like $1 bid on, but there'll be some that do like 12. I think this Puka, for instance, is like a $12, $15 card.
I think I think, right?
It's to $2.99. It's the copper. Yeah. Like, and then I guarantee I'll lose on like the Carson Steele, but I'll win on like the Trevor Lawrence because I think every card I bought from him ever on his whatnot stream was like under $10. Like literally.
That McCaffrey is probably a sneaky $10. The
McCaffrey orange is somewhere over here. I just saw it.
Yeah. Like the Rodgers to 60 is probably a sneaky card.
Yeah. Harrison Smith to 80. Like, I can see all the cards ever uploaded into Speedy, which is super helpful. So theoretically, if I can just visually see, oh, this is the card. Oh, okay. Like, let's talk.
Yeah. No, that'd be. I mean, yeah. It'd be really straightforward. It would just obviously take some trust on every end to send you the right stuff, and then if they didn't, it'd be their problem.
Yeah, there would have to be a legal agreement signed and stuff, but it's an interesting idea. I don't hate it.
Would you rather me take 3% of the business or a 1% royalty?
Oh, 1% royalty, obviously.
Okay.
Like, it's not a legal binding agreement, but why would I give you 3% of the company for that idea?
I don't know. Figured I'd see what I could get.
Listen, I own 10% of another friend's idea, but I paid for it.
The explosion of plastic.
Don't shut up, Kai.
I didn't say anything. I just said the explosion of plastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he's building a latex company, obviously. And anyway, speaking of exploding plastic, don't blow your budget on day one. I don't agree with this per se. It depends on what it is in context.
I agree. Yeah.
But,
yeah. I mean, the National's tough because you can go there and think you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then it's Thursday and you have no money and you've bought some crazy shit and you don't know what you're going to do the last 3 days, like you got to kind of just go with the flow, honestly.
It really, like, as a seller and as a vendor, like, my mentality is going moderately card heavy. I'm not as concerned with cash per se. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to bring cash, but I'm less concerned with the cash and more concerned with like having good cards because I know anything priced reasonably is going to sell, whether it's to repacker A, B, or C, or a guy who needs to fucking have the card. It's going to sell if it's reasonably priced. Therefore, I can just pick up cash there. So I might as well have good cards to bring because I know they're going to sell for 90+%, probably closer to 95 if someone really, really needs it.
I agree. I've been paying stronger on stuff than I typically would just because I know if I price it, fairly, I'll still make a little bit, but it's nice to just have the cards, with the showcases. You don't want to run out of cards per se.
Dude, even this past weekend, I sold $5,000 worth of stuff, and it wasn't like good stuff, but it wasn't bad stuff. I think the best card I sold was, well, it's not a bad card. It's still solid. It was a Jane Daniels downtown, which I took a small loss on because it happens. I bought it to grade, and it was better off raw. So I took a $50 loss on that. Just
That's one way to
try.
put it.
It's better off being raw. I took a $50 loss. Nothing wrong with the card, but it's like I was
It's
hoping
just
for.
funny. Never heard it put that way before.
Yeah, it happens. Someone will make money on that. It won't be me. I lost a small bit, but I'd rather have the cash than at that point because 11.15 buying power, 11.75 whatever I got for it in buying power is way better than having a car that I'll probably get the same amount in cash for in 2 weeks. At least I have the buying power now.
Yeah, I think I've been a lot in the last like month or two. I've been a lot more like I'd rather just sell this and get money back to either spend at the national or whatever it might be than hold out hoping to get whatever for it. Like I'm pretty content moving stuff and kind of resetting as we get closer to football. So
I bought a lot of football lately and a lot of like the QB stuff. This was not an intentional play per se, but like even in the last day, I'm just checking my Instagram real quick to see what I bought. I've gotten 1 second. Joe Flacco, Julius Irving, Josh Giddey, cool. That's whatever. Adrian Peterson, Michael Vick, Jaden Daniels to 25, Topps Finest, black, possibly black refractor auto. I'm 95% sure it's the Geo, whatever it's called.
Oh, the one you sent? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is.
But like, there's a world where it's not, and I'm not sure, but it's sealed. Probably going to get a grading. We'll have to see.
Beckett Black Label.
T.O., Kurt Warner, Richard Sherman, Jason Wooden. A lot of football there. Caleb Williams, Peyton Manning, Bronny James, Bo Jackson, J.J. McCarthy. And this is just in the last day. Of like Brett Favre, Yamamoto stuff, some Dynasty, some other football. Like, I'm not touching baseball at all right now. I probably will post-national and like start buying Bowman again. But like, I've been getting a lot of like game worn or nice patch autos of football, some basketball in, and I know it's gonna move.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's a good move right now. I'm gonna sit on Discord the rest of the day and buy more shit. And if I can get DMs of good stuff and it's even close to 90% of comps on some stuff to make moves happen, I will, because I know it's gonna fly.
Yeah. Yep. This is such a random card, but I bought it. Thought it was kind of cool. I've never seen this card before, but it's the Ed Reed gold paper rookie to 50.
Sick. That's what, $300?
Not even. I paid like $200 for it. I didn't even know it existed.
So you're gonna stick it to 3 then and get $250.
Yeah, probably. It's one of those cards that's sold like twice in the last year or two. And
exactly.
If someone at the National collects the Ravens or whatever, like you're not gonna find this card online. It doesn't exist really.
I've been trying to get Noah Forbes Sean Taylor gold refractor PSA 10 for him from quite a while, and I still really want the card. No, it is a disgusting card.
What product?
Bowman Chrome.
Oh, yeah, those are sick.
Is there even one on eBay? There is not. Let's just see the refractor then. Like, this is the red to 210. This is a disgusting card. I want it badly. I've made him numerous offers.
Why do you want it so bad?
Because it's rare, it's expensive, and I know that someone who needs it more than me will pay more than me.
Yeah.
It is the perfect example of a card where I'm like, all right, this is the price. Good luck. Find another. You can't. It's pop one.
Yep.
So
his and Pat Tillman's like case hits go crazy.
So I was supposed to be buying a Pat Tillman downtown, and I don't know what happened to that deal. Nope, that's not how you spell Pat Tillman.
Not Cat Tillman.
Pat Tillman, yeah. I almost got downtown. I got down Joe. God damn. Type it.
Dave.
I'm struggling. Jesus Christ. I should follow up in that DM. I'm gonna do that right now. So let me just do
That's
that.
crazy. Those sell for that much. I mean, those might be one of the highest ROI cards you could have bought in the last couple of years. Those used to be like $800, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is wild. All right. What happens? Anything else you want to touch on? We kind of started on the track and then we ended up at Pat Tillman.
Not really. I mean, we got another week, and then the next week is the National. So
yeah, so we're gonna have to record on the Monday because I'm gonna fly out Tuesday.
the only issue is I move out the weekend before that, so I'm not going to have any sort of setup that Monday. So I don't know if you want to get a guest or something, but I'm not going to be able to record most likely.
You know, we say we get a guest for this week too. We keep doing this.
I know we're bad about it.
Yeah.
Next week's probably going to be
Logan?
one of my last episodes for a little bit here, to be honest. So
yeah, that means I'll have to get guests on. Fuck. I'm so bad at this. We were supposed to get Logan on like 2 months ago too. We never did that. Sorry. It's my.
We could try for next week, maybe.
Yeah, let's say we're gonna do that and then not.
That's usually
all right. Next week I'm gonna try and get a guest. I'm not gonna do it. I already lied to you. Bye.